Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to match 2 of the WWE Tournament. Tonight we have on Dark Mr. Black going up against, I'm not sure actually right now, at the Shaker, the embodiment of shadows, the embodiment of darkness going up tonight. Now, if you don't remember what the tournament is, we are getting some of our most popular contracted wrestlers here at the WWE and forcing them to fight each other in the ring. Whoever wins moves on to the next tier of matches. And it's just gonna be exciting. We're gonna see who will become the WWE champion. We have to start this over again because Steve, our previous champion, was defeated by the Indian Rupee. Now, if you watch the first match of the tournament, you will know that Steve was actually just recently eliminated by Carson in a ladders match. Carson getting the McDonald's Sprite syrup that is in the briefcase. So tonight we have Dark Mr. Black going into the ring. And let's see who he's going up against. Okay, let's see. Dark Mr. Black is going up against the Statue of David. Another hulking Goliath, chiseled man. Here he comes into the ring right now. Now, this is the perfect matchup for Dark Mr. Black. Both he and the Statue of David are around the same height as they're both around 7'4". The Statue of David is pure white. The Dark Mr. Black, pure black, of course. Pure shadows versus pure light, I guess. I wouldn't say good versus evil. I'd say they're both pretty chaotic, neutral, I guess you could say. The Statue of David has some memory issues and mental problems. He's kind of all over the place. He doesn't really have a mind. It's kind of animalistic in there, but at the same time, he does feel and express human emotion. While Dark Mr. Black, highly intelligent, highly logical, but not very human. He doesn't have those human emotions as much. So it'll be exciting to see these two fight because they are really the perfect match for each other. Now let's get into the match. Okay, here in the left corner we have Dark Mr. Black, and here in the right corner we have this Statue of David. Like I said, this is the perfect matchup. Dark Mr. Black slamming the Statue of David onto his back, and Dark Mr. Black just jumping on him again. I believe this is just a normal match here today, or possibly Extreme Rules, I guess I'm not sure. Dark Mr. Black is really just letting the Statue of David have it, getting an early advantage on the Statue of David. Of course, Dark Mr. Black is one of our most powerful wrestlers. Someone would say he is second best right behind Steve, but the Statue of David is not trailing far behind. He is also one of our best. Of course, if you don't know who Dark Mr. Black is, he is the embodiment of all shadows. If there is a shadow behind you, it is likely him. He goes around, he stalks at night, he prays at night. Yeah, he's Dark Mr. Black, everybody. And over there, that tall white statue man, that is the Statue of David, Michelangelo's David. Yes, that is the real thing. I believe he's, previously I stated he was in Rome. He's actually coming from Florence. One day in Florence, he just stood up and he walked away. No one really knows where he went. No one knows why he got up. No one knows even how he came to life. Maybe he made a wish upon a star or something, or had a fairy godmother, some sort of Jiminy Cricket bullshit magic like Pinocchio. No one really knows, but we did find him roaming around Tampa Bay, Florida, between the alleys of buildings with some homeless men, and they were just having a good time. But we couldn't let just this opportunity slip through our fingers. The Statue of David, having the Statue of David contracted out to be a wrestler for the WWE, we could not let that pass. So we just what's the best way to put this? We just snatched him. We snatched him in a van, and we took him here, and we put a pen in his hand, and we made him sign the contract. So now he is contracted with the WWE. And you may know that he missed his first appearance this season. He was supposed to go up against Steve in that Indian Rupee match that Steve sadly did lose. We've actually found the Statue of David in the basement. He was just frozen standing there, and it took us a few hours to get him to move again. We had to flash some bright lights in his eyes, but eventually he did get back up again. Though I'm not sure I can say the same about this match. I don't know if he's going to be getting back up after this match. Dark Mr. Black seems to be taking quite a violent approach to taking down the Statue of David. Statue of David is not getting many good shots in on Dark Mr. Black. Dark Mr. Black, as you saw just a moment ago, picked up that solid marble statue and flung him around in circles. Again, that is just incredible considering he is solid marble. He is a true statue. That is not, there's no organic flesh there. He is carved from stone by his father, Michelangelo. And it's just really incredible to see. But the statue of David seems, I thought he had killed Dark Mr. Black for a second, but Dark Mr. Black always gets back up. He is Shadows. He is the Shaker. And Dark Mr. Black, though, is now on his back while the statue of David is just, oh, I think this is possibly, what is this, a submission match, maybe? No. The statue of David punches Dark Mr. Black in the back of the head. The statue of David does the weird Squid Game move on Dark Mr. Black. And let's see what he does. Statue of David picking up Dark Mr. Black. And now, oh, Dark Mr. Black throws the statue of David onto the ground. I hope he does not crack the statue of David, because I do not know any statue doctors in the region. Dark Mr. Black, I believe this is a submission match. He is trying to force the statue of David into submission, trying to force the good of light to submit to the evil of dark. I know I said no good and evil analogies, but that is somewhat the case here, you know. Dark Mr. Black, not a bad guy. I am his #1 fan. I am the #1 Dark Mr. Black fan. But the statue of David is just a little more humane. He's just a little more human. Though he may not be as intelligent, he does have a little more spirit to him. You know, being like maybe a possessed statue. I don't really know what his deal is. Like I said, could be a fairy godmother situation. Maybe he's possessed by a spirit, like Five Nights at Freddy's style. That's so stupid. Imagine that. Like a Five Nights at Freddy's, like garden statues. Oh my god, that's going to be a thing in a few years. But Dark Mr. Black throwing the statue of David to the ground. Just taking a minute here, both of them. Dark Mr. Black sneering at the statue of David as he gets back to his feet. Look at these two chiseled men fighting each other in the ring. Dark Mr. Black flipping the statue of David onto his back. Dark Mr. Black, he's now trying to force the statue of David into submission again. Will the statue of David give in? The ref is talking to him. The statue of David trying to crawl away from the Dark Mr. Black. Let's see. That was safe, it looks like. Dark Mr. Black getting punched by the statue of David. Statue of David is thrown by Dark Mr. Black, and he's being forced. Tried to be forced into submission again. It did not work. The statue of David is again laying on his back. Now he's being forced into submission by the Dark Mr. Black. My goodness, the statue of David, I don't know how much more of this he can take. Not much. It looks like not much, as the Dark Mr. Black wins the submission match against the statue of David. That's right, darkness dominates light in this case, though that does not mean that evil wins over good. Both of them very good men. I know both of them personally very well. Statue a little less so, but you know, he is sometimes fun to hang around. He does make some funny noises sometimes. Dark Mr. Black, though, very, very intellectual man. He's a good guy to have a conversation with. Both of these very good men, but today Dark Mr. Black wins. Dark Mr. Black is a little tired after that match, after throwing around a solid marble statue. That's got to weigh a few tons or something. Actually, let me look that up. How much? Okay. How much does the statue of David weigh? Let's see here. How much does the statue? 6 tons. Oh my god. No wonder the statue of, no wonder Dark Mr. Black looks so sweaty. He had to throw on a 6-ton statue. Well, that is it for the second tournament match. And tune in for the third coming out very soon, I assume. And I will see you then. Thank you, and goodbye.